Not everybody should be a leader, and not everybody wants to be a leader. And the reason is, I know many people who sit at the highest levels of organizations who are not leaders.
How can we have people sort of be able to be more patient?
There's an old Chinese saying, which I love.
You've been in the UAE exactly about 24 hours. Any insights, any thoughts?
I'm astonished. I now firmly believe that the UAE has the potential to be the leadership factory for the 21st century. But the reality is,
are leaders born or made? Can we build leadership in everyone?
leadership is a skill like any other. Some people seem to be born with it, but the reality is it's the experiences they had when they were younger. I like to think of it like parenting, that everybody has the capacity to be a parent, but not everybody should be a parent, and not everybody wants to be a parent. Leadership is the same. We all have the capacity for leadership. Not everybody should be a leader, and not everybody wants to be a leader. And the reason is it comes at personal sacrifice. Like a parent, we have to put the people around us first. We have to care that they rise and they do well in the world.
We've always, to some extent, confused management with leadership. That I need to have a certain title, certain position for me to be a leader, and vice versa for people to have that inside on us.
So leadership has nothing to do with rank. I know many people who sit at the highest levels of organizations who are not leaders. They have authority, and we do as they tell us because they have authority over us, but we would not choose to follow them. And yet I know many people at lower levels that have little authority, and yet they've made the choice to look after the person to the left of them, and they've made the choice to look after the person to the right of them, and we would trust them and follow them anywhere. What rank and authority give us is the ability to lead at greater scale, but the rank itself is not what makes you a leader, it just gives you a leadership position.
So this leads me again to a question that is very based on, the saying goes that technology leads or breeds impatience. How can we have people sort of be able to be more patient?
There's an old Chinese saying, which I love, a little Chinese parable. There's a young man who's born with the remarkable ability for horse riding. And everybody in the village says, "You're so lucky." And the monk says, "We'll see." And then he falls off his horse and breaks his leg, and his career is ruined. And everyone in the village says, "You're so unlucky." And the monk says, "We'll see." And then war breaks out. And all the young men are sent to battle, but he can't go because of his broken leg. And everyone in the village says, "You're so lucky." And the monk says, "We'll see." And I think this is what patience breeds. I think this is what an infinite mindset produces, which is we don't see any action or any result as final. They're stepping stones, and sometimes they help us, and sometimes we fall back. And all of us have had very negative experiences in our lives that we will say, "I never want to do that again, but I'm glad it happened because I learned so much." Every great leader had tremendous failure. There's no such thing as hockey sticks of success. It just doesn't exist.
You've been in the UAE exactly about 24 hours.
That 26 hours, yeah.
26 hours, yes. Any insights, any thoughts?
I am astonished by the desire of the people I've met to do something big. They speak in visionary terms. There's an appreciation of youth and vitality, and there's a risk profile. There's this desire to leave this nation in better shape than you found it. And there's a friendly competitive spirit, but you're not looking to beat anyone. And one of the things that I think I recognize about even the way you're growing your own leaders, I've never seen that in a government. I've seen youth leadership programs, but not a focused attempt to build and grow our own leaders for the future. In the 80s and 90s, GE and Jack Welch were the leadership factory. That if you had GE on your resume, you could go work anywhere, right? And that has proved to be a false prophet. GE and Jack Welch led with a finite mindset, and it was good for a finite period of time. And I would argue that many of the things that Jack Welch and GE promoted in the 80s and 90s are the total opposite of what we need. Shareholder supremacy is not good for business or economies. And annualized layoffs to balance the books does not help grow a strong culture inside a company. It does the opposite. But there is no heir apparent. There is no organization that I have met that has replaced GE as the leadership factory for the 21st century on how we have to lead for the infinite game. And from what I've seen and the people I've met, I now firmly believe that the UAE has the potential to be the leadership factory for the 21st century. That what you're doing to build and grow your own leaders is exportable. I think the single greatest export you could probably offer the world is how to build organizations and how to build government. And I think we will turn to the UAE in the future. You have the potential to be the leadership factory for the 21st century.
So no pressure on everyone. We're all good.